throwing on first down. Welch. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 77 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
This is Coleman. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Well, look at the numbers for Coleman in last week's game. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
On first down, Welch eluding the pressure right. Dances by at the 20. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield, and that's exactly what he did.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 14-3, that's our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. To throw. Welch flushed out right. He juked him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
To throw on 2nd down. Welch forced out to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Cole. On 1st and 10. Welch, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football offense doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, so that moves them back 5. Operating from the gun. Welch escaping the pressure right. Nice move at the 40. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Not only another 1st down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Welch, he's going to float this one deep right side. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. first down. Welch, flush to his right. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Hut! Flex round! Flex round! Hut!
On 1st and 10, Welch eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Check 52 to Mike! Check 52 to Mike! Hut!
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And now running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Welch flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go!
To throw on 3rd down. Welch. And he's going to go down again. Now the Giants will use this.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! White!
The final shot before break. Welch. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the Chiefs who were able to come away with the home victory. 21-13, your final score. From there, we head east to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Cortland Sutton, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
The second half.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing on first down. Welch. He's going to wind up in there. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown. Falcons. Calvin Ridley. 75 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
On first down, Welch flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. On first and 10, Welch going up top. He's got it at the 15. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 45 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Come on, let's go!
From the gun, Welch eluded the pressure right. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and sneak it here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Falcons add on.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low.
Throwing on first down. Welch flushed out right. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. On first down, Welch. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Off play action. Welch rolling to his right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. turned into a nice play.
Off the play fake. Welch. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. A big play on third down for the Falcons. 47 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
On the move to his left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
That false start knocks him back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, first and goal. Operating from the gun. Welch steps around, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Connor Barwin in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Welch escaping the pressure right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing on third and long. Welch buying time to his left. Being chased out left. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But
Flex round! Flex round!
on first and 10, Welch. He's going to air one out. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put your...
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. That's something you have.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing on first down. Welch. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Flush to his right. Past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Welch. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley from 8 yards out, and the Falcons continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Did you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear it?
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
From the gun, Welch. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Looking to throw. Welch flushed out right. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Welch escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Back to throw. Welch. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Flush to his right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins.
We've simplified the game plan. Let's go out here and execute. Hey, we got to execute to win.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
is running out. This is it. We go for gold.
Good. And you know what really gets me excited? The fact that I know we can get better. You guys have so much room to improve still. That is...
On that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork.
Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero Dale, get my baby 30,000. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. I'm on the road, I'm getting paid like what you want, baby. You a bougie, baby, but I love you, baby. Give you the world, baby. Pay $5 grand for a handbag like Saint Laurent, baby. We love that money, baby. 100,000 plus 100,000 my whip. 30,000 plus 30,000 my wrist. We got those bad, that's. I swear, baby, it was just kiss, that's it. How could I forget that you done for me? Baby, gonna take the charge and take the fall for me. Would love to take you shopping, but I'm in your time. Sorry, little mama, I can give you more. Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now. Could you? I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero Dale, get my baby 30.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw on 2nd down. Welch toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Free safety, Clinton Dix, the man to make the play there on the defensive side.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Man 38. Man 38.
Off-play action. Welch eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Welch escaping the pressure right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Operating from the gun. Well, the Atlanta Falcons are in for the touchdown. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about
Throwing on first down. Welch eluding the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down. Welch flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
On 1st and 10, Welch, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again, Welch. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Coleman now. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And just shedding him off there. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That's a big league run. Takes them down inside the 5-yard line, and momentum definitely on the side of the guys on offense. And if you're an offensive lineman, you love to run the football, especially out in the field where there's some space. But I would go in on a little bit of a secret. Those guys like it in tight, too, because they get matched up. They get to show just how stout they are in a tough situation. They're recommending they run it again.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they have that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think...
Throwing on first down. Welch escaping the pressure right. Nifty move. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Welch flush to his right. Sidesteps him at the 35. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Welch stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Off the play fake. Welch. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Flushed out right. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Welch. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Welch. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. On 1st and 10, Welch escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Welch flush to his right. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Throwing on first down. Welch eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
On first down, Welch flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Welch. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And that one results in 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st and 10, Welch going to throw deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I absolutely love that play call there. They just came off of a big play. They've got momentum in their direction, and they come back and take the shot at the end zone, just unable to complete it. I love their aggressiveness.
And you feel like the defense, a sigh of relief, could have been back-to-back really big plays.
Let's go! Grand 38!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Welch forced out to his left. Oh, able to avoid him. And down inside the 15 he goes. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so things have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But
Flex round!
throwing on first down. Welch, flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons add on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. On first down, Welch. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On third down, Welch. It's caught. Jones. Julio Jones all alone. 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They begin the drive with Coleman. And just not a big enough hole to break this one. He gets it to the 35 after showcasing that tough running of his. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Welch, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
seen the best of them, Jando. Found the life in the can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
When you got dumb cake up in the say they be waiting for you in the bushes with the duct tape up and down the interstate. Yeah, we really touch. We touch. October, I'm about to another state. He went down in Arizona, don't get me involved. An empty box in the car means they coming for all. I had six phones, I got rid of them all. We get hit and sit down, we don't talk to the law. Yeah, they think I'm tripping, they listen. They know our every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't sleep at night until they get in. I'm on another mission, I'm just young and I'm living.
I done seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
My phone still echo, the feds won't let go. Money never sleeps when you're the Black Gordon Gecko. Line looking like they waiting on the retro. Sixes. I feel special. Resale and I never pay retail. My shoebox money afforded me the spree wells. And that then courted me a V12. Avoid the phones if it's sounding like a seashell. Too much clicking in the connection. Connect the dots with my connect for my protection. Face to face I place my like a drive-through. Feeling, you know how I do. Push.
I done seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
Too many handle business on my own, cause you ain't right, and that's I don't condone. I got homies behind the wall wishing they was home. They got jammed up, kept discussing business on the phone. But Scotty, boy, we 200 bands off them $20 flips. I'm going by myself when it's time to up. That way police don't have a clue when turn up. I'm dolo when I'm out making different moves. Pull up to the shop just to pick and choose. I'm that, don't get confused, cause even when the prayed I didn't lose. Shame.
I done seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phones.
I live with birds come in. Sounds like I got seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. I let it go to the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the demon on flat. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a. Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happen when you give it a fake life and then the ape in. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that. You from the back of the I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the two like True Goy, imagine me do boy, you could never do what I do boy, still ducking that I did boy, in Paris for a hit boy, these ain't the same type of hits boy, can get boy, you don't take these type of risks, boy, cause this boy been throwing that like rich boy, you miss, boy. Your numbers don't add up on the, that was 10 years ago. If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This thing of ours, oh, this thing of ours. Her fraternity of ringing off. I just happen to be alumni. Too legit, they still looking at me with one eye. The company I keep is not corporate enough. A rapper turn can't morph into us, but a turn rapper can morph into Puff. Dance contest for the I predict Al Roker. If you know, you know. I only ever looked up to you all get a bird. This Oprah. Players in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Kickoff now just moments away. It is finally time to crown a champion, as I'll hand it over to the two men who will call the action, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used, honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
Years after Joe Namath and the guarantee, we are underway in Super Bowl 53. There's Jameis Winston bringing out Tampa Bay's offense, and this year for Jameis, 19 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. But what's interesting, the Bucs had the #1 passing offense in the entire NFL.
Well, the cynical side of me says they were down so much that they had to throw the ball a lot. But if you go back to the early part of their season, they set the pace. They blitzed New Orleans in the season opener and put up big numbers. How about what they did to the Philadelphia Eagles earlier in the season? Ryan Fitzpatrick was leading the team then, had some big-time games. And then Jameis Winston came in, Fitzpatrick came back. But I do think that going forward, Jameis Winston does have a chance to be one of the better quarterbacks in the league if he can cut down on his interceptions. But I've said that for the last few years, haven't I?
You have.
It's time for him to become that guy.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
A carry for a former Falcon, Jacquizz Rodgers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Throwing is Wilson. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They'll run for the first time with Lacy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Lacy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. And he Lacy taking it in. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people, but power his way forward.
Bryant's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are coming off successive 5-11 seasons. That got Dirk Cutter fired. This is a team, Charles, that has not won a playoff game since winning Super Bowl 37. You know, earlier you talked about Jameis Winston needing to cut down on the interceptions. What else needs to happen in Tampa?
They've got to fix the defense. Dirk Cutter led the offense, and they put up big numbers. But defensively, they've been abysmal for the last few seasons. They ended up letting their defensive coordinator go during the year last year, but never could make enough plays to give them a chance to win a few more ball games. A new head coach will come in, and I think that'll be his first move, trying to find a way to get the defense back on track.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play fake. Winston. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. This is brought in at the 21. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. For the Falcons, Charles, we talked all year about the injuries that they had in 2018, and you kind of touched on it earlier, too. It's hard to get around them, though, when you look back at this past year. So they go to 7-9, and I know that that's not what they wanted, but with all the injuries, is that okay?
It would be if you didn't think you were going to the Super Bowl. You know, if you didn't think you had a chance at that, and they did going into the season. But when you lose your starting safeties in Ricardo Allen and Keanu Neal, your middle linebacker, Deion Jones, for a long stretch of time, you end up starting 1-4. Then in the second half of the season, you have a 5-game losing streak. 7-9 is actually better than I thought that they were finishing because of those 2 long losing streaks.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
Touchdown, Falcons! Eddie Lacy, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. CD, before this next drive gets going, the Pro Bowl took place January 27th in Orlando. 3rd year in a row that the AFC has won, and really the 3rd year in a row where the weather in Orlando has not been too kind. It was ice cold 2017, and then downpours the last couple of years.
Yeah, in addition to it being cool as well again this year, so rain and cold, that hurts the crowd a little bit, but still, this game has evolved into what I would call a crazier type NFL game. Quick whistles to make sure guys don't get hurt when there's tackling going on. How about receivers playing defensive back? Defensive backs like Jalen Ramsey catching touchdown passes. And to cap it all off, when they awarded the MVP trophy to Patrick Mahomes, it broke.
Yeah, indeed, it was Mahomes, the MVP of the offense, Jamal Adams, MVP of the defense in the 26-7 AFC victory.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Space to run past the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Peyton Barber, 33 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken very short. Pushes him over. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Well, as they get ready for this next drive, we shift our attention to a little Super Bowl conversation. The 3rd time that the Super Bowl, Charles, is going to be played in Atlanta, and the Patriots had 35,000 folks come out in Foxborough before departing for a little rally.
How about that? You would think that would be a fan base who might be a little bit blasé about the whole thing because they seem to go just about every year, but they continue to use their rallying cry.
Touchdown, Falcons! Eddie Lacy with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
Hey, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially To the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir.